So, Merry fucking Christmas Eve, right? So, it's about almost 10 p.m. on December 24th, Christmas Eve, right? And because, the same people who love to just have now 4 dogs here. I don't know if this is a holiday thing, people are coming and going, but there used to be 2 dogs here, shitting all over the yard. They don't bother picking it up, right? Now it's 4 dogs. They really care about the aesthetics of it, right? So we gotta blow the dog. I can smell the gasoline right now, right? Yeah, oh, God. Oh, it's pretty awful. I might actually, let's close it because I can really smell the gas. But that's basically it. So the same people who have no problem, shitting 4 dogs in that tiny, tiny little yard over here, right? Yeah, it's not much bigger than that. That's the back fence. Basically, that's where the back fence begins, right? That is, they're really concerned. Oh, leaves. Okay, leaves. It's just too much. We cannot stand the sight of leaves. Again, we're not going to pick up dog turds. Okay? We're not going to pick up dog turds that, anybody can smell walking in the back there, or, if you happen to live right next to it. Not that it's a huge issue now, because I don't sunbathe out there. The trees are blocking the sun now. But it's just so ridiculous. It's people's idiocy and priorities here are completely retarded. Let's poison the air on Christmas Eve, that next door you can smell gasoline as if someone's sniffing it. Some kind of drug fiend or something. And then let's blow the dog turds around as well. Okay? Because, it's so pretty now. It's so pretty now when, again, it's just a patch of dirt with dog turds. And it never ceases to amaze me how fucking stupid and pointless this is. Now, let's compare, because again, we've done this a million times in fucking Groundhog's Day in this shithole. But let's look at my driveway, okay? Shall we? So as we can see, you know what, let me open this. I don't really give a shit. So, I mentioned before that since the hurricane, I have not done any kind of, yeah, you can see that. And it's fallen a little bit more. Now, there's just barely, there's not enough rain to justify picking it up, because they kind of dry out, you drive over it, it's not an issue, right? This year, I have not raked it once since the hurricane, except I think in September when I did I mowed the front and the back, because when I was sunbathing, it was just growing too much. So I said, let's do the front. It was kind of busy work on my part, because I still have half a bag, a tall stand-up bag of leaves that wasn't even filled up. Okay? I have half a bag of that, and that's it. It's been sitting there probably since September. Okay? And I didn't have to do that. So since July, I think the hurricane was in July, I have not raked out there once. Okay? I think near the car where I walk in, I rake the leaves off to the bushes with one fell swoop. That's it. So basically no raking except the busy work in September that took 2 minutes anyways. Maybe sweeping it to one side. That's it. So functionally no raking since the hurricane. July. Okay? It's fine. Now, this is even for me a bit less work than I usually do, because oftentimes it rains a lot, the leaves fall at the same time, and then it's like, okay, I'll pick it up right before a big rain, but it's just perfectly dried up, and then you drive over it. It's not a big deal. Now, let's take a look at the backyard, huh? Okay, let's take a quick look. All right. So again, maybe I swept the back deck here. Maybe. I can smell it here, of course. Because, so this is the deck, right? Maybe since the hurricane, once I swept, I don't know. But this is not, like, who cares? And I used to sunbathe out here all the time. And again, we are, except for here, we're basically surrounded by trees everywhere. So it's like, oh, the leaves are going to kill everyone if they fall to the ground. It's like, no, they got to get absorbed into things, right? Because Again, people don't seem to understand. Yeah, I can smell it, of course, of course. People don't seem to understand that, well, these are pretty. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. I'm wearing underpants at least, so I'm not going to be mooning too many people here. Let me. It's pretty humid out here, so I can't actually demonstrate my major point. But, once leaves dry up, this is what. Ugh. It's this mixture of earthy dirt. It's been kind of sprinkling a little bit, so that's a nice smell. Ooh, mushrooms. I'll take a picture over there on the stump over there. You can kind of see the white. But anyway, so the leaf issue. Here's a leaf, and again, it's not going to work too well. But if you crumple it up, right? Like we're in kindergarten, and we have to teach people how to crumple up leaves and demonstrate that, there's not much material here, right? So if the leaves dry out, they become smaller. It's not a big deal, right? And, again, like this is how much leaves fall here, right? This is it. I haven't done anything with these. Is anyone being killed by, having 3 leaves over there? No. So you save money, you save time. And the other thing is, aesthetically, it's messy. It's like, yes, it's fucking fall, winter, whatever. Given that there's basically no snow here ever, there's no real winter here. I mean, I'm out here in a robe practically naked in Christmas Eve. It's going to be 70 today. It's going to be probably 70 tomorrow on Christmas. Now, it could be 45 high, right? But it happens to be about 65, 70 today, right? So, since there's no actual winter per se, okay, like at least we have some leaves, at least it looks like fall. But when everybody takes away the leaves, it actually looks just the same generic shit everywhere. That is actually worse, I think. This looks like, it's fall, it's a different season, fantastic. And again, if it gets in the way, sweep it over there and okay, there's leaves there now. Okay, great. Just if it's really bothersome on the deck, just sweep it, and it takes 3 minutes if you have to. But I don't even have to do that. So the leaves? So the other thing is the leaves fall into this place, and they create, they create the soil there. So you see these patchy, shitty lawns. Well, they're not lawns in the back where it's just dirt because they blow everything off. Nothing grows there. And it's like, how is this aesthetic? It's not just that there's no leaves and it's at least a lot of people just have this setup where it's just dirt. I mean, when I put that on? I think I put that on YouTube as well, not just Insta. Yeah, where I was basically looking over somebody's fence. It's this blown out thing where people are afraid of leaves and grass and any kind of wild grass or any kind of wild grass-like thing that grows. We can't have that. We cannot have in the woodlands stuff growing in the fucking ground. We can't have that. It has to be a dirt patch, so the minute there's half an inch of rain, it's just a muddy mess everywhere in a backyard, because that's pretty. Having a mud pie everywhere, a giant mud slide everywhere, that's beautiful. Especially put dog turds there and then blow that, mix it with some gasoline, and Merry fucking Christmas.